There we go. I figured it out, boys. I got it. All right, there we go.
There's nothing in your feed.
All right, well now we should be up
This
and
channel
running.
does not have any content.
There we go. Live chat, live chat, live chat, live chat.
Here we go.
There we go.
There we go. Yep.
All right, now that we're actually live. So how's everyone doing tonight? I'll ask that question for the like 8th time. All right.
I brought glass, bro.
So I guess this is gonna be mainly about politics, kind of, and just other shits and gigs.
Yeah, I feel you.
So should we start off with our first question?
Yeah, I bet. What's the first question?
So what do you guys think about the $15 minimum wage?
I think it's kind of.
I mean, it's pretty.
To be truly
Are you
honest.
talking about for like? Are you talking about for like adults or just like minors?
It's for
minimum wage.
everyone.
Oh, what? Nah, that's pretty. It's pretty dumb to be honest. I don't think like $15 is about to pay you like your bills or some shit, bro. You know?
It's not even like bills and stuff. The minimum wage going up so much is only gonna like drive prices higher, and it's gonna be harder for minors to find jobs because of like work or job employers are gonna be looking to get the best people if they're paying people that much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I just feel that everything's gonna be inflated, and now everything's gonna be more expensive, and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really
Oh
bad.
yeah.
I mean,
I saw this one post on Instagram where it was like this drink that costed 99 cents now costs like $1.25.
oh yeah, the Arizona tea.
Yeah.
Dude, the Arizona tea is so it was so good, and then now it's like it's not as good. It's not as good.
Exactly. Yeah.
I will say that.
I swear, bro. If like brisk goes up, I'm gonna be mad, bro.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the reason they've been able to keep it 99 cents is because they've never advertised. They've always kept it the same, but now that things are getting more expensive because of this minimum wage that they have to pay for, it's bad. So
Kind of dumb to be honest.
yeah, I mean, it sounded good in the long run, and people were like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna vote for him now. Vote for Biden now because he's making the minimum wage, $15. Oh man." But they don't really
How does this
understand.
boy keep respawning?
They don't really
Sorry, I'm playing
understand
Bad
what's
Wars.
going on.
Bro, don't tell me that Tommy's playing Minecraft right now,
He's
bro.
playing Roblox, guarantee it.
I'm playing Minecraft and I just died.
On PC.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, you're playing while in a podcast, bro. You're tripping.
That's why I joined on my phone. Alright.
Yeah, bro, I can tell the quality of your voice is like terrible, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. You guys ready for the next question? I probably should have done more questions. This isn't going to span out to an hour, but it's okay.
Well, we probably can talk about more topics.
Yeah.
Or like go into
Yeah,
more
that's true.
depth.
Yep.
Yeah, to our government.
Yeah. All right. So next question. So Biden took some military flags out of the Oval Office, like took the military flags out completely. So what do you guys think of that?
I also think that's ridiculous considering the way
That's-
he's treating our military right now, making them sleep in a parking garage after they spent all that time moving to DC just to protect him at his inauguration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which
And
I
feel like that's just a complete slap in the face to them.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know. This was kind of like a conspiracy that was going around, but I heard that the inauguration was not like it didn't happen the day that everyone thought it did. It was pre-recorded, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't. I feel like it might have been just like for safety reasons, but it just seems really odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I feel that's pretty like.
I saw a
dumb.
clip of Biden using a teleprompter at the inauguration, but
Oh yeah, I saw that too. And he directly quoted Reagan.
yeah.
So which part was it? Let me find it.
But yeah, I think that's very disrespectful what he did to like take out the military flags, because the military did like so much for us, you know. And it's like, damn, man.
I mean, I
So
guess that
all
is
that,
just one of their policies is less military funding, but I mean, you don't got to go that far to just disrespect the military.
yeah,
Yeah.
like they protect us. I don't see you do shit, you know.
Yeah. Or wait, was it? I don't know who it was. It was, I don't know. He copied someone's speech, inauguration speech, like exactly, like literally exactly.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember who it was either.
Yeah, it was like something about excellence, and I don't really know. But I don't know. It just seems weird that he can't make up his own inauguration speech, and just really odd. All right, you guys ready for the next
So,
question, or do you want to keep
Can I
talking?
go off topic here?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I'm gonna start. Or I'm gonna go with. I know this is supposed to be about president's first couple days in office, but I want to go on the House with the representatives, with particularly Nancy Pelosi and the Speaker of the House.
Oh,
and
yeah.
how she will be up for election when all these teenagers now are losing their high school sports. I'm wondering if even Democrats, because they're losing their high school careers, will switch votes and get her out of office.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really take Pelosi out of office. I mean, it's decided by the House, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. But once all these teenagers, like I said now, are able to vote the next time the House is voting,
Yeah.
they will think back to this year and how they took away their high school career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
I feel like even though they have the president, the House, and the Senate right now, we're going to see a big switch in the next 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully in the next 4 years we see with the next vote for president, we see a big change and switch in voters, because they're gonna start seeing that he's not who they thought that he was, who he said he was.
Right.
And like all the Black Lives Matter and Antifa people are going after him because he refuses to schedule a meeting with them and stuff like that, and they're so mad that they can't talk to him, and he just played them.
Well, if you remember the Settle for Biden campaign,
Yeah.
they didn't want him. They were settling for him. So I think once they realized what they actually
Settled
put in,
for.
yeah, what they settled for, all those people that settled for him because they didn't like Trump too. So
Mhm.
I feel like if we get a different Republican nominee up there, that could heavily sway things too.
Well, and yeah, the only reason they didn't like Trump was because he was doing something decent for this country. It's not like It's
A lot
like-
of people just didn't like Trump because it was Donald Trump. I mean, as soon as he ran for office, he was the most hated man in the world. But before that, he was a beloved celebrity.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand. And they say that he's a businessman, but I mean, business has got a lot to do with politics.
Mm-hmm. And if you think, I mean, he basically ran the country like a business and made the economy boom.
Yeah.
Facts.
Well, and not to mention, he met with one of the most
Most feared dictators. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
made
no
peace with
president
them,
has
too.
ever stepped into
Yeah.
North Korea ever. U.S. president.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is. Literally none. Which is a huge step, but he's considered
Mhm.
the worst president of all time.
Right. Now,
Mhm.
speaking of this, I would like to talk on the future of the Republican Party and who I would like to see run in 2024.
All right, let's hear it.
So I'm gonna go with three, or from who I would least like to see run versus most. I mean, I would like to see all these three run, but it would go 3, 2, 1.
Mhm.
So number 3, Candace Owens, even though I don't think she'll run.
Mhm.
I feel like would be just the perfect figure because she's young, black. I feel like it fit the left narrative very well, and she has great, policies. A lot of what Trump stands for, she stands for. Next, Ted Cruz. I mean, he's not necessarily loved, but
Yeah.
still. And then my favorite, you might have to look him up, but his name's Dan Crenshaw. He's a veteran, governor, or I think it's governor of Texas or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's something with Texas. He has an eye patch. He fits the role. He's just sweet. I mean, look him up, get a picture of him. He should just be the face of America.
Yeah. See, I think, shit, who do I want? Honestly, I can't really think of anyone else, but I mean, hopefully Trump reruns in 2024 to fix
He
that.
probably
I don't
will, to
think-
be
I don't
honest.
think that's the smart thing though, because if you look recently, he just technically created a new political party. I don't know if you heard about that. It's called the Patriot Party. And if he plans on running with that in 2024, that could draw votes from the Republican Party
Mm-hmm.
and basically split the Republicans' votes and just have another Democrat president in 2024.
Yeah.
So, if I'm being truly honest with you, I would not like to see. I mean, it'd be great, but I wouldn't like to see Trump run in 2024. But I would like him to run for representative in Florida, because a lot of Floridians, what are you going to call them, Florida residents, don't like one of their representatives right now, or Senate people right now. I don't know his name, but I feel like Trump would be a great fit in there because Florida was red and still is red. So, and plus he'll still be in the political stage. So
Yeah. Tristan, you got
Yeah.
anything to add?
I bet. Can I talk? Yeah, bro. I want to talk about this topic right here. So, like, Governor Whitmore,
Hitler. Governor Hitler.
Governor Hitler. Yeah, bro. How do you guys feel about her like keep on pushing like sports back, bro? Like, you know.
It's
I have no doubt it doesn't have anything, or it has everything to do with just her wanting to keep power.
yeah.
It's
She's a
just strictly
power
a power
hog.
boost for her.
She's abused her power multiple times, and she's not afraid to abuse it more.
Hmm.
It's,
Oh yeah.
She does it too often.
That's also why I see Michigan having a red governor in the
Yeah.
next 2 years or whenever she's up for election.
We need a new governor. She's kept us in
Facts.
lockdown so much, and we don't have any change. So,
Exactly. She's been like
I
leaks and everything, bro.
I have
you
some
know?
friends from Kalamazoo
Yeah.
that are Democrat who have even admitted they're not voting for her.
Yeah. No.
She's just not good.
The only reason that, she got voted in was because of Detroit. I don't think anyone else voted for her. I mean, I'm sure there's other people in, the Michigan, but there wasn't a majority like there was in Detroit, where we just got, the smaller
Yeah.
Like communities.
yeah, smaller communities. They got overruled by Detroit because there's just so many Democrats in one area. It just overpowers it.
Yeah.
That's the only real reason why Biden won Michigan too, was not, or just the
Yeah.
areas around Detroit.
Because I don't
Oh,
believe
yeah.
I don't believe that there was. I think there was like a couple other blue counties, but
Mhm.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure the majority of them were not blue.
Mhm.
But
Oh yeah. But I like how she's like open and everything. Like what? Like February 3rd? Is it right?
Yeah, it was originally supposed to be like today, like
Yeah.
everything was supposed to be open today, and then she pushed it back to like February 20 something.
I mean,
but-
I understand. I see people all the time not wearing masks in like superstores and everything, But
But
I
if
think
you
that's
look
kinda,
at-
like,
if you look
hasty.
at cases and if you look at cases and stuff, I mean, they haven't gone up.
no, I mean, we've gotten cases, but it's just the like average cases per day and average deaths, but there's not very many deaths by it with a 98.9 survival rate.
So I have an interesting stat that I learned these a couple weeks ago. So if you look at Florida, who doesn't have a mask mandate, and if you look at Michigan, who
Mhm.
does have a mask mandate, if you compare the cases and deaths, they are identical.
Yeah.
Plus Florida has a higher and denser population.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another country in a part of Africa that literally the president they only have like probably 500,000 people in this country, but still
Mhm.
they literally did nothing about it, and they had a bunch of cases, like almost everyone had it, and a couple people died, and then it rode out, and now they have no cases. They never had any mandates, any shutdowns. It just rode out. So I feel that if we just did that, you know,
Well, I know how that can like be explained. It's not necessarily like just a completely open thing. If everyone got it, that's kind of like a exposure vaccine almost,
Yeah.
like what they did with smallpox. When it was first around, they would give it to everyone,
mm-hmm.
and then they would build up an immunity. So I think that's kind of what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the people who died were probably like old people or like little kids, you know?
Well, little kids don't have a tendency to die from it. There's been like
Yeah.
I think a total of like 20 or less kids that have died with COVID.
I'm pretty
And-
sure they got like asthma or something.
Well, yeah, and not to mention the COVID cases have been literally just lied about. Like my mom works in the medical field, she says that the hospitals get money for their different COVID cases, and
Mhm.
it's they get money for it, and if someone dies in a car accident and they happen to have COVID, they
They would be marked as a COVID death.
yeah, so they get the money. And also, they're not even testing for the flu, and if you have the flu, you test positive for COVID,
Mhm.
which
That's
is
so dumb.
yeah, and they're not even, they refuse to test anyone for the flu right now. So it's
Well,
kind of
Well, here's an interesting thing I've heard. Hold on, sorry. People are saying how the flu is so low and there's not many flu cases because of people wearing masks and stuff. But when you ask them the same question about COVID, they say it's because people aren't wearing masks.
yeah. That's oh man, that's so stupid. I saw something on Snapchat of all places for news. Dr. Fauci came out and said it's better to wear 2 masks than 1. Like, what? Why would
if
I?
you
Yeah.
didn't know, Snapchat's a very left
Obviously, yeah.
media source.
Yeah, I
And-
saw one of my coworkers at work wear like 2 masks, like the
That's-
basic like surgery ones, and then like like a Walmart mask. I was like confused. I was like, "What are you doing, bro?"
Jesus.
You know?
Yeah, and
I've
Hello?
hello. Yeah, Tristan, you go.
My bad.
You go.
my bad, bro. I feel like wearing 2 masks is kind of too much, Like
Yeah.
if you're social distancing, then just wear 1 mask. But if you're like in the medical field, like Gage, I would understand if your mom wore like 2 or 3 masks,
Yeah,
to not
I mean,
like get COVID or whatever.
well, and it's not even
like
Well,
like I
here's the
understand
thing.
that.
If masks work, we shouldn't need to social distance, and if social distancing works, we shouldn't have to wear masks.
exactly.
Yeah, that's true. But if you go into like a superstore, bro, like I don't think anybody's gonna like social distance.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
Walmart
But
of
like,
all
yeah, but
places
it-
does not care.
Yeah.
If
I
masks
mean-
work though, like if they stop all the particles, then it shouldn't matter how close we are, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which are lies, bro. Because if some girl walks past me, bro, and if I could smell her perfume in my mask, So it's like
Mhm.
the mask is not even working. Why should I wear it,
Yeah,
Like I'm a get COVID either or, bro. Like that makes no sense to me.
yeah. Also on Snapchat, I saw. God, I hate saying like I saw it on Snapchat, but so on Snapchat it said it was a video of Biden saying, I have a plan for COVID, but it's not going to be stopped in the next 2 months. But he bashed Trump on on Twitter
On not having a plan.
on not having any plans, and then he says there's nothing we can do to stop the trajectory of the COVID deaths
Yeah,
and cases.
all
I hate that, man. I hate that.
Like, he's just playing all of America at this point, because
Facts.
now he's just like, oh yeah,
And- and-
I don't know how I'm gonna do this, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. What a good
And
president.
the media's already said they're not going to cover Biden the way they said they would cover Trump.
Yeah.
They've already come out and said that.
I don't know. Most of the medias are very one-sided. It's very hard to find, you know, I would rather
Like
listen.
actual facts.
I would rather listen to something that's in the middle, not, you know, leftist or, you know, totally to the right. I would rather
Which is
listen.
very hard. That's very hard to find nowadays, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, because everyone's so centered around their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody gets like
that's
ass
the way it
hurt
is.
whenever like they like faxman at them, you know?
Yeah, it's
I want to go back to like, I mean, Obama wasn't a great president, but I kind of want to go back to
One of
like
the worst.
that era. Just because people would hide their political views because it wasn't important.
yeah. But I mean,
But nowadays, it's like the most important thing you can have is your political idea.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then if, like us, none of us can vote, so we get bashed for saying that we're uneducated and we don't know what we're voting for. But most of the younger generations nowadays are they either are super educated, like I'm sure, you know, all three of us are educated on what different, you know, policies are and what our
Well, I mean, a lot of it is
values
opinion,
should be.
but a lot of it is just opinion. But some of it is just people not wanting to work and get paid for just sitting down and doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, and not even being racist, it's mostly the black community that decides that they don't want to work and they just want to get food stamps. Like, I mean, I'm sure,
Sorry, Tristan.
and obviously, Tristan, he's like,
Say
silent.
it too.
He's like, silent.
No, because I don't want to like interrupt anything, bro. You know, like I feel like whenever I interrupt when you guys talk, I just feel rude about it. So,
Oh no, you're
but
fine.
yeah, bro, I get what you're saying, bro. Like, I hate it when like people are just relying on food stamps. You know, like just get up and get a job, bro. Like, how you gonna you know, get 600? Like, cool, you get 600 like a month getting food stamps, bro. Like, that's just food stamps. Like, what if you need to buy like a new fridge or like a new stove? You know, like food stamps is not gonna pay that for you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know, or like child support comes in. Cool, bro. What are you gonna do? I feel so bad for their kids because, you know, what if their friends are like, oh, how did you buy that? Just be like, oh, my mama's like, you know, child support. No, that just sounds dumb, bro. Like that kid getting roasted the next day at school, bro. You know.
Well,
That's
and you
why I
know,
love
some
when Trump
parents,
cut down. That's why I love when Trump cut the food stamps.
yeah, and some parents just abuse the system, like taking advantage of child support, and they just abuse it to the max. Which,
Oh yeah.
and obviously there is people out there who need it, like people, you know, if they,
But the people that are abusing it are taking it away from the people that need it.
yeah, like if,
Yeah, exactly.
if you took a huge risk in, you know, like stocks or something, which it sounds bad, but it's not a very good example, but if you took a huge risk in stocks and you lost everything and you need that stuff to kickstart you to get back up to, you know, a good spot in life.
Yeah. Or let's say if I see like somebody in poverty, you know, let's take an example, like somebody in like LA, you know, that lives in like the bad part of town. And
Yeah.
if they're like black or like white, Mexican, Latino, you know, or like a different ethnic group, and let's say that they're like struggling bad, you know, their job is paying less, you know, like, you know, they probably need that to like, you know, kick up or like, you know, save money, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they got to take the initiative, though. A lot of those people move to LA knowing it's expensive,
Yeah.
and then once they realize they can't make it, they just live on the streets and live off scraps. They don't take the initiatives to try to get a job.
Yeah, or try to make it. Well, most of people move to, you know, California to make it big in something,
Mhm.
like, you know, rapping
Yeah.
or just
Yeah, and they
music.
just end up losing it, bro, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like
Like-
90% of the population in California are people that moved there. It's not even like the base people
No.
that were actually born there.
Oh yeah.
Or at least a high percent, maybe not 90, but a high percent.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's just people who just like dads or fathers or like mothers who just move there to have like a good job opportunity, you know? Like that's cool and all, but
But
like
that's the thing. There's not even good job opportunities in California unless you're a star.
Yeah.
exactly. Like that's just hard. Like LA, I don't think you'll find like a base job, you know? Or unless you're like a songwriter, athlete, or like
Yeah,
or like a computer whiz, you know?
Yeah.
You're either like a star or a McDonald's worker in LA.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's literally how it is.
There's really no in between either.
And then I get it, like
Alright.
Hollywood and everything, you know, superstars. But come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, where are we at on the list? We got to get back on topic.
Yeah, let's get back on our questions. All right. Next question. What do you guys think about the trannies back in the military?
The trend, like the trends, like the trans
Transgenders.
people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So,
as long as
'cause-
they realize what their base gender is, so they can get proper medical treatment, I don't have a problem with it.
Well,
Oh yeah.
so the reason Trump removed it was because the transgender people, you know, the transvestites have
Yeah.
their hormones are just screwed up completely
Uh-huh.
because of all the hormone blockers and like
Yeah.
testosterone or estrogen.
Oh,
It's all screwed up, and they usually have a high tendency to go into depression and
Uh-huh.
want to end it all, and they're around military equipment, guns, grenades, everything, and they have the possibility of killing themselves and others, which is not what we
Yeah.
need, because they go, most of the military people go into training for, I don't know how long it is. I really don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, but like, if you really look at it, how many of, stereotyping actually, how many of those people actually want to go into the military?
Yeah, honestly.
I mean,
Yeah,
they just-
exactly.
when Trump banned it, they were just making a bit of it, just because it was Trump who did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's pretty like dumb, you know? It's like, why are you making a fit about it if you're not gonna join the military, you know? Like I see guys and women work so hard to protect their country, but yet you're hiding behind your screen whining like a little baby, you know? Like why are
It's
you
you.
doing that? You're just looking for attention. I hate that. I hate that shit.
Same, dude. So, okay, another thing on the transgender stuff. What about Biden, like, making it so men can play in females' leagues and, men can go in the women's bathroom if they
Let's-
identify as a woman?
That's pretty dumb, bro.
Someone's gonna get hurt. And
Someone's
It's
gonna,
stupid.
there's gonna be a lot of pedophiles popping up in
Uh-huh.
these next 4 years with this.
Yeah, bro. I feel you, bro. I feel you. And like the same thing, like I talk about this people. I talk about this like a lot, bro. Like I don't understand. So if you have like a penis, I'm gonna call you a guy, you know?
Yeah.
But if you have like if you have like a vagina, bro, I'm gonna call you a woman. Like you can't have both like body parts, you know? Like
Yeah.
you can, like there's only two genders, bro. There's not more than two and there's not less than two, you know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, sweet. If you have like a freaking penis and like titties, bro, I'm still gonna call you a guy with some man boobs, you know? Like that's
I mean,
literally how it is.
And there is legitimate cases.
How can you
Here, keep talking.
like how you gonna identify as like another gender, bro? Like I just don't understand.
Yeah. And there is legitimate cases of people being born with, like both genitalia, and they can choose what they want, but like if you're born with it and you're born how you should be, you shouldn't change it. You shouldn't try to change who you are. And it's-
Exactly.
All right, quick pause, real quick. I'm looking through some stories, and someone's mom who works in an elementary school said that their school was closing, and it's in the area. So maybe there's a chance tomorrow no school. Just saying.
Nice, but I don't go to school, so because of Governor Hitler,
Yeah,
I won't go to
We gotta
school
make that
unless we have to
full-time.
wear a mask.
We should just go full time. That's all I want, is to go full time. None of this 2 days a week stuff.
Yeah, that is trash. And I honestly would go. My mom wouldn't let me go if we didn't have to wear masks. Like, honestly.
Oh yeah. Like I
Huh?
wouldn't mind if we went like 4 days a week and Wednesdays the janitors just clean everything up, you know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't really mind that.
Yeah, no more two days. You don't accomplish anything in 2 days, and it just puts
Exactly.
all the stress on the teachers and kids on the days they have off.
Oh
So-
yeah. Oh yeah,
So
for
with your
sure.
school, are you going like from 7:30 to 2:45 or whatever time?
Yeah,
Like
bro. It's
7:45 to 2:50.
yeah, and
Jesus.
classes are like 90 minutes
Yeah.
each.
I honestly hate. I love the Zooms because a lot of people Zoom bomb it and spam the N
Oh
word.
yeah. Uh,
Do you remember? Okay, well, do you know who Mohammed is? He goes to Lakeview now.
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
Yeah.
he joined one of our calls and started screaming the N word, and
I
then
know, bro. Same.
there was another kid in my Spanish meeting that like got in and started drawing dicks on everything. It was so funny. Oh god. That is one thing I can appreciate about the Zoom meetings.
All right. Let's go next topic.
Alrighty. Oh shit. The Keystone Pipeline, the most talked about thing that Biden has done so far.
It's just stupid. I mean, we have working fuel. We have enough fuel, American fuel. I mean, sure, finding or other ways to fuel stuff is wonderful, but here you're gonna see gas prices go from like high ones. I mean, even before Biden was in office, when he was already talking about removing it, it got to the mid twos, and now we're gonna see it up to $3, $4 a gallon in places.
Right back to how Obama had it. And not to mention, as soon as he did that, he sent more convoys into Afghan. So,
Hmm.
just to steal some more oil. Not that
Yeah.
not that
Not that he's gonna use it.
yeah. It's just going to cost more money to have that imported in here. Huh. It's
Right as Trump pulled all of our boys out of Afghanistan, but
yeah. It's annoying.
chaos. Yeah, it's chaos.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's nothing we can do right now as teenagers, but in
Yeah.
2024 we can all vote, get our voice heard.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel like that, like, our age group, you know, or like at least like 17, 16, 15-year-olds, I think they're are gonna make the most impact on society, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at a lot of adults saying you're a kid, you don't need to worry about politics. I feel like that's the best time to learn your morals,
Yeah.
so that and just learn everything that you need to know.
Yeah.
So that you don't have
Facts.
a media source or an older person just come up and tell you how to vote.
Yeah, and
Oh yeah.
I see a lot of people who, like some of my friends that are in my other friend group kind of thing with just like two people, their parents are one of their parents is Democratic and hates Trump so much and like just despises him for no reason, even though he's been doing really good for this country, and he's looked into what's right and what's wrong, and what he wants his future to be like. Do you want to work for everything you have, or do you want to get everything for free and have low you're a low economic status.
Oh yeah.
The
I feel
thing
like-
with all
I feel
that
like
is that the
that-
cost of living is going to skyrocket.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
the middle class has never been so I don't know how to say, like, so broad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I feel like the. Oh my bad, bro.
But with all these like raises and stuff, and like minimum wage going up, like we said at the beginning, it's only gonna make the cost of living skyrocket, and you're gonna see that middle class go from what it is now, like very broad, to only the low wealthy and the upper middle class be considered the actual middle class.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that the people who mostly voted for Trump were like gays, you know?
Trump
like
or
that type
Biden?
of people. For Biden.
Oh yeah. Well,
No,
I just
it's
feel
back
like
to what I
that.
said a little bit ago. People didn't vote for Biden because they liked his policies. They voted for Biden because they didn't like Trump.
And there's no reason for them to not like Trump, though. That's the thing.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, there is
The
not
media-
everything that he's
The media
done. I
twist
agree
stuff,
with.
Yeah.
Not everything
Exactly, yeah.
that he's done, you have to agree with. But the majority of it, just the economy before COVID hit, you know,
I mean, and even like towards the end of his term, I mean, it was on the rise.
yeah, it was starting to make a comeback, but he still got blamed for the worst economy in history, even though he also had the best economy in history.
Yep.
Who knows? Also, going
I feel
back
like
to
that-
what, Tristan?
I feel like that global warming is a thing, bro. Like,
Well,
honestly,
yeah, that's the one thing I can agree with Biden is the Green New Deal, but the fact that he's shutting down, fracking and everything is literally destroying our country.
Okay, so that's kind of where I'm gonna have to step in and disagree with you guys there. The Earth goes through cycles. It heats up, it cools down. It heats up, it cools down. Currently, we're on the rise and heating up. And I believe the Green New Deal is just going to be a super non-cost friendly thing that will just add more debt to the U.S.
Yeah, I can see that, but I do think that, like, I mean, switching to like, if 25% of Americans switch to gas car or electric cars, it could help a little bit, but
No.
well, no,
yeah.
okay, no, actually, you know what? I'm wrong there, because it was China and India and those, Eastern countries literally do so much more than we possibly do that it just cancels us out. If all of us were to go electric, it would cancel us out, even if, and not to mention, the rainforest is being cut down and
burned and
yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
No,
'Cause-
absolutely. I agree that we are like the things we do aren't great for the
economy.
not economy, aren't great for the ecosystem or whatever. But I just don't. I believe we're just speeding up the process of the heating up and the cooling down. Like I don't think we have too big of an impact that we are destroying the Earth. We are just speeding up the process of the Earth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, and
I feel like that we don't really need to, like, cut down trees to, like, make paper, bro. Since we're doing everything like technologically, like, with like technology.
Well, and going back to the pipeline, the Keystone pipeline was gonna. It's using some kind of it's some oil. I don't. Hold on, let me look it up. Oops, not that one. This screen. Okay. What kind of oil was the Keystone pipeline gonna use? Shit. I don't know what it is, but the pipeline was going to be carrying the cleanest form of oil in, like, that we know of. So it wasn't going to do too much bad. And not to mention, it got rid of 46,000 jobs, American jobs and Canadian jobs, and lost over $2 billion worth of, payment or, like, salaries.
Now losing jobs isn't good, but getting rid of all that. But it's definitely more efficient, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, let's head to the next question. We don't have to use the whole hour, just to be clear.
Bro, we got like 20 more minutes.
We're about
left, bro.
40 minutes in. Yeah, we're about 20 minutes.
39 minutes. Oh.
We'll just go for as long as we can.
All right, Biden's mask mandate. It's up top for some reason, so whatever.
We've kind of already talked about this, but I just think it's stupid.
Well-
Social distancing works. We don't have to wear masks. If masks work, we don't have to social distance. I mean, if masks work in general, then why are we seeing like I said, with Michigan, cases and deaths being the same as a more populated, more dense state like Florida
Yeah,
that doesn't have a mask mandate?
but I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
like, I'm talking about the thing where he said like to go you must wear masks on federal property, and then he decided to disobey his own mask, but he said it was for like
Yeah.
it was for something. I don't know what he said it was for, but
He's just messed up in the head. I honestly don't think he's okay.
oh, he's trying his best. And I saw some things where he was stuttering about stuff. He's had, I think
It's honestly sad.
he's
to
had
see
2
someone go
brain
through that.
aneurysms from what I've heard,
Mhm.
and it's very unlikely to survive 1. So to survive 2, it's insane.
Yeah, and it's just sad to see like, people go through that and stuff,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and then have to be put in the pressure of being the face of a country.
Yeah. Exactly.
But as for the future of Biden, I don't see him lasting more than 2 years before they impeach him and Kamala becomes president, which might be even worse for America.
Yeah. I don't think Kamala Harris. I don't really think she's a good vice president. Bro, to
Oh,
be honest,
she's
like
horrible.
she's like
she's,
letting
she's more
like
left. She's more left than Bernie Sanders. Which have you guys seen the
Bro.
meme? It is hilarious.
bro. I feel like the she's adding like more like time for people in school. But like what about the younger kids who are in elementary school that get out of school at like 3, bro? They be getting out of school probably like 4 or 5. That's a
No,
little bit too late.
It's not even that. It's just her left policies are like borderline communism.
Yeah. Well, and not to
Oh, yeah.
mention like what she's done with people in jail. She withheld vital information until the court made her, and she's locked up 100,000, 120,000 people for marijuana possession, but then laughed about it when she was asked if she
yeah.
smokes it.
Not to mention when she lived in Jamaica. I mean, she's not even considered a PO or like whatever they call it, POC, person of color, like a African American. She's from Jamaica.
Well, I thought it was an
but
Indian American.
She is Jamaican, and her parents had slaves in Jamaica.
Dang.
Well, and also she was one of the children, or like shit, what are they called? One of the kids that like when they were born, they were born in America, and she's an American citizen if she's born in America. So they were using her.
That's another thing I don't like. People saying African Americans or Cuban Americans or Asian Americans. If you're born in America, you are an American.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like none of your relative, like I almost guarantee none of your direct relatives are from Africa unless they're like literally
Unless your parents literally came from Africa into the United States just to have you.
Yes. That's
Unless you're first generation. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But
And speaking on that too, like some people saying white people need to pay dividends to the black community because of slavery. I'm not paying anything to people that never were slaves because I never had.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I doubt any of our relatives had slaves. It's mostly southern roots, unless by some reason your parents or your grandparents moved up from or
My
down.
family came
yeah.
from Germany.
Yeah.
If you like move to like the South states, like Alabama or something like that, I'm not gonna call you a Southerner,
Yeah.
But if you're like born there, I'm gonna call you that. Like, oh, you came from the South, oh, that's cool,
yeah.
But I'm not gonna look at them like, oh, you own slaves, bro. You're such a dickhead. Fuck you. I'm gonna kill you,
Yeah, and you're
I'm
racist.
not gonna be that type of person, bro. But if I see you in Alabama and if you're being racist to me, I'm assume that like I'm gonna be like, okay, so
I mean,
why are
that's
you
another
acting
thing.
like this, bro?
So Tristan, that's another thing. Like people like being racist. You're never gonna fully like get rid of racism. There's always going to be racism because there's like that type of people out there.
Well, and
Like
Oh yeah.
black
And the
people
other
can be
thing
racist
is-
to white people can be racist to black people, and you're never gonna fully get rid of it.
and the
Exactly.
the other thing is it's how we were raised and how you were taught
Uh-huh.
to treat other people. It's not like
you're not born with racism. You're
Yeah.
taught it.
Oh yeah, and plus I think that like other ethnic groups get racist too. You know, I feel like that people only pinpoint the blacks. Like I was on Instagram one day, and then like I saw like this Asian on Omegle, and I saw this white people be like, "Oh, ching chong this rice," you know, like Chinese food, but the guy was probably like being like North
there-
Korean or something.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. There's racism, but there's also like jokes, and it's a lot of it, or not a lot of it, but some of it can be perception and just how someone takes it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, and also some people say racism is the same thing as stereotyping. It's not.
It is no, it's not.
Oh yeah.
It,
And then like I get it. Like if you know if some of like my friends are like, oh, slaves, I'll be like, okay, you know.
like
But-
me in a
but I
group
feel
chat.
like- yeah, bro.
But,
if-
okay,
but-
remember
but-
the night we did Omegle and I had the Chinese hat
Oh yeah.
on?
Like
I
like,
do
but,
that
like, if you're,
sometimes and I
like-
get called Kung Fu Panda.
But I get it. Like if I'm walking on the street, some white person who I do not know calls me like the N word with the hard R, bro. I'm gonna be like, what do you gain from doing that, bro?
Yeah.
Honestly, what do you gain from saying that word to me? Like, are you doing that for attention? Are you here for me to like beat your ass, kill you? Like if like a black person does that, he's gonna be the one that's gonna get targeted. But
Yeah.
what is like? But if the black guy doesn't do anything, what does the white person get in like the discipline part? You know,
Mm-hmm.
like what is he gaining? What is he like affecting? You know, I just don't understand that at all.
Yeah. And another misconception is people can't be racist towards like white people. Like I see black people, Mexican people bashing white people, just in general, and they say it's not racist.
Oh yeah.
It's not just white people being racist. It's everyone. Everyone can be racist.
I know. Every ethnic group could be racist. Like, I swear, like, I feel like that when like people be like, "Oh yeah, a black person is," they're like horrible people. Whenever I see a black person, I'm like, okay, he has probably done a crime. If not, then he's probably pretty funny, Like,
Yeah.
if it's like you can tell by the looks of people, But I feel like that's pretty bad for our community, when you assume that somebody did something. Like two black teenagers, for a matter of fact, could drive in a car, and like some part of like an ethnic group, like white or even black people, or even like Chinese, Asian, that type of ethnic group, Mexicans, they'd be like, oh, they're gonna go like rob a house, they're gonna go and jump somebody, they're gonna go kill somebody, It's like
that's actually a good
it's like part of their
segue
color,
into what I
bro.
want to talk about, like this systemic racism with like cops and stuff. I mean, if you look at a highway, right, with the way windows are tinted, like Gage, if you can pull up a picture of cars on a highway and something, and then point out to me which cars have black people in them, that'd be wonderful. Like cops don't pick out
All right. Let's see.
cars because they have black people in them. They pick out cars because they're either impeding traffic or speeding or
Oh
reckless
yeah, or they're like
driving.
tinted windows or something, Like
extremely tinted windows or something.
And not to mention
like
they're going
that.
70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
oh yeah, bro. Like okay, let's say if I'm a cop and if I see like a car going 80 driving right past me with tinted windows, I'm literally gonna think something's up, Like who doesn't think that something's up, bro? Like that makes no sense to me,
I'm not
And
gonna,
I feel like that people target like cops mostly. Like there are good cops in this community, Like I see Instagram where like cops literally ball up with black people in a basketball court in a park,
Yeah,
Like-
Tristan, if you have the stream pulled up, like, and look at the picture Gage has up, you cannot see. Like,
yeah,
who is it.
honestly, looking at that one, definitely a drug dealer. The one out here, you'll see it in a second, but I don't know, man. Oops, there's that. Okay, it's just, and it's not the fact that they do pick them out, because what do they gain from doing that? I mean, honestly, and not to mention if they just comply and do what they're asked,
Right.
you
Right.
know,
It's the
Oh, yeah.
people that, like,
99% of
I'm
cops
standing
will-
against cops. Yeah, it's the people that like I'm standing against cops and I'm going to refuse everything you say, that end up like getting in trouble.
Yeah, and 99% of cops are not like that.
Hmm.
It's Sure,
It's
there
like
are
saying-
some, but it's
It's like
not
saying
all.
one BLM rioter stood for the whole movement, even though I don't agree with the whole BLM movement. I mean, there were some peaceful protests, but like that's like saying one rioter stood for the whole movement. It's like saying one
Oh
cop.
yeah, this is
stands for the
this is
whole
a topic
community.
I want to talk about. This is a topic I kind of want to talk about. You know, like I feel like that the cops who like, let's say like George Floyd, you know, he has some memes about him. What do you do? Fucking memes. Get over it. You know. I feel like that somebody should have jumped in and done somebody. Like, the fuck are you doing recording this shit, bro? Like, I
Yeah.
get it, you're recording it. Go in there and like do something, you know? Like, why are you just standing there, bro?
Well, something like,
Like-
that, BLM had the prime opportunity to unite the country because everyone agreed it was wrong, but instead
Oh, yeah.
they rioted, stole stuff, destroyed communities. They had
Like,
their chance. They had their chance
what-
to bring everyone together.
Oh yeah, like
And
what
not to
type
mention
of
the
example-
businesses were, mostly local businesses that were black run, or like
Oh
African
yeah,
American.
exactly.
And then when Trump refused to repay them for the things they destroyed, they got mad at him even more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you destroyed your own economy. You wanted like no more cops, let's say in Minneapolis, you know, when the George Floyd thing happened.
Or
I was
Chad.
scrolling. Oh
or
yeah, I was
whatever it
scrolling.
is.
Chaz,
I was
yeah.
scrolling through Instagram. And I saw this thing where it was like, yeah, you know, where's all my cops at? Where's all the cops? You know, like the crime
Uh-huh.
rate's going up in Minneapolis. Like, you didn't want cops in your city, bro. Like, why are you tripping? That's your fault.
Yeah.
And you know, you costed the, that's like your price. Like, like how are you gonna go up riot cities? You're setting a bad example for like little kids, you know.
Mhm.
They're like, oh, Black lives don't matter. They do matter. They're protecting us. You know, I know I see cops all the time, like arresting drug addicts. You know, doing this and that, keeping nasty people off the streets. Like crime rates are going up. Crime rates are gonna go up if if you don't see cops stopping.
there's
them,
no
you know? Like, you're gonna
enforcement.
see. Exactly. Like I can say that if there are no cops in Battle Creek or any place in the world, and if I'm walking my kid, for a daily walk in the park, and if I'll 100% see a crack addict or a drug addict do a drug deal, or somebody that's popping pills or something in a park,
Well, welcome to Battle Creek.
even-
It's the same thing.
like that's why we need cops, so like they can set a good example for little kids, bro.
Well, yeah, and
The whole thing with like Black Lives Matter and people like saying all lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. If you put a color, no matter what it is, black, white, brown, orange, purple, before lives matter, you are being racist.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
you are putting one group above others.
Because all
Oh, yeah.
lives matter is making equality for all. It's all equal, and Black
Yeah, I
Lives
feel
Matter.
like that-
You
feel
can't
like that
preach
all lives
equality
matter.
when you're preaching just one color.
Yeah, if you say Black Lives Matter, then you're saying
you are
like
not saying all
Black
lives.
lives
You are saying
are
just-
greater than all the other ones.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I feel like that they're saying. I feel like that all lives matter, and everybody should treat equally. We're all human. The only thing that separates us is our color or how we speak.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what separates us, but we're all humans and we all do the same thing. Like, okay, sweet. There's somebody that's smarter than me. There's somebody that's stronger than me. There's somebody that's taller than me. There's somebody that's shorter than me,
Mhm.
Like, that's like the only thing that changes from humans, but we're all the same person. We all play a big role in our society, and we should keep on playing that role,
yeah.
Should not change how we are, because I see
Tristan-
somebody who's like higher than me,
Tristan
I
feeling
should not
himself
like
right now. He rants.
I I should not it's just I just hate about that in our society, bro. Like, I just hate it,
Yeah.
Just hate that
Alright,
shit, bro.
so we only have about 7 minutes left.
We can actually keep going. It extended time, so we're fine.
I bet.
I don't know how much
Alright.
longer I can go.
I know. I'll probably only go until the hour because I
Yeah.
kind of want to play some Xbox or something like that.
Yeah, my throat's kind of getting dry, bro.
So we can go over one more topic, then I kind of want to go over what we should do for the next one. I already have an idea of what we should do for the next one. I feel like we should talk about. Actually, I watched.
Well, let's
myself,
let's
never mind.
talk
let's just
about
do
it
one more
after.
topic, and then
Let's
I'll see
talk
if it
about
comes
it
back to
after
me.
this stream. We'll
Yeah.
talk about the topic,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about what we want to do next stream. Because when
Oh,
do
but-
you guys think that we should do the next one?
I mean, I don't care, bro. I'm free anytime, bro.
Same.
I'm not.
Yeah. Well, Tommy's got to be at his mom's at some point. So we could do. Tommy, you're gonna be
I was-
you're gonna be at your mom's this weekend, correct?
Yeah, we can probably do one this weekend.
Okay.
I bet.
So we'll do
That's fine
one.
by me.
We'll do one Saturday or Sunday, one of the two, and hopefully we'll get some more people. Like maybe we'll get Caden or Kenzie or Zach.
We should have special guests for certain topics. We should just have. It should be us three, but then special guests for like a certain.
Oh yeah, like sports, politics, or like
Yeah.
you know like politics that we're talking about right
All
now.
right, so
you know?
hold on. Yeah, that's one thing. I feel like we should go into sports politics. Politics do not belong in sports,
Yeah.
especially
for
professional sports. If
For
you're
sure.
getting paid to play at the highest level, you should not get involved in politics, at least publicly.
Yeah,
Because
and
you're getting paid to play the game. You are not getting paid to like force an opinion.
that's another thing I
Oh,
want
yeah.
to talk about. Is like
For sure.
it's like how celebrities push their political views. Like Billie Eilish came out and was like,
Yeah.
"You need to vote for Biden and do this and do
Mhm.
that." But it's like,
And yeah, just so many young people just listen to her.
mhm.
Just brought a ton of votes.
It's like somebody who's super famous. Let's see, like Charlie D'Amelio, for example, 100 mil. Cool, you're so fucking cool, man. But if she's like, go vote for Biden, you already know 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds who are kind of not matured yet are gonna 100% vote for Biden. You know, because that's what people
you know
do.
she'll never do that because her dad's like a proven Republican and stuff.
Oh yeah. But you know,
yeah, but
you never
that's
know,
a good
bro.
example,
Like,
though.
Yeah.
you never know, cause like, you know, if somebody that's like a famous person does something, 100% that younger kids are gonna do it themselves. You know,
Yeah.
that's why people say don't try this at home. Guess what? People are still gonna try it at home, bro. Like, people don't like listen. You know.
It just shows once again the big influence media has on everyday lives.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. That's the thing. Like, okay, if like I see wrestling, they're like, don't try this at home. I see people do wrestling, but if you're like older, like above 21, and you're doing that shit, cool, good for you. But like, if you're like a little kid, like, be careful, you know? Like, just be careful. I don't want you to like hurt yourself a little bit. Like, I'll let my kids do that with like pillows on the ground over some blankets and sheets, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I do when I was younger. Like, shit, bro. Like, I was going ham.
All right, note to self for all three of us. I mean, I don't know if Gage has it, but Tristan definitely doesn't sound like it. Make sure you have water next to you during this.
Yeah, I do have water.
I don't. I did not get a water bottle.
I
It
didn't
doesn't
get no
sound like
water, bro.
Tristan did. Yep.
Yep, I did
Alright.
not, bro.
So now we know for next stream we're going to make sure we have water, a couple more topics, because I feel like I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 topics.
We're gonna have to brainstorm for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
I also
I'm
feel like we can do more than just like. I mean, politics is probably the main thing that we can do, but I
Yeah,
feel like
and
we can
it's-
go into like towards the end we can have like a fun topic or whatever.
well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
and
for
it's
sure,
not
bro.
just all politics. It's about what's going on and what's going on in the world, basically.
Oh yeah.
I feel.
I feel like that Caden should join, but knowing his Wi-Fi, we wouldn't really like understand him that much, you know.
Might have to
But-
kick him.
But I don't want like Kenzie to join because she'll be like weirded out about it. Because since she's like a girl, you know, we see everything
Well,
from like
I'm
a
so
guy's.
confused. I'm so confused with her views because I feel like she's Republican, but like she follows Biden on Instagram.
She follows Biden on Instagram. All right, I think that's something we
Yeah.
need to confront her on. Straight up, be like, what the fuck is this?
I mean,
Kenzie?
not confront. We just gotta. We should, since it's a political podcast.
We all gotta-
if we
no.
have her as a guest.
Yes, we have her as a guest
We can
next
ask her.
this weekend. This weekend we're having
Oh, yeah,
Kenzie
yes,
on,
sir.
okay?
Yes, sir.
All
We
right,
should have
just
her
for
as a
like
guest.
5 minutes. Then I'll kick
No,
her out.
no
of it.
criticizing. Let her talk her piece, and
Yep.
then say, yeah, yep, whatever, and then we'll thank her for coming on, and then whatever.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Just
Okay.
don't be rude.
Almost an hour. So I think that was a good podcast. I think that
That was
we,
fun.
we should
Yeah, that
probably
was
end
fun.
it. So I just
Dude,
want
I
to
wanna
Someone
watch it.
just
Like, we
joined
watch
in
it,
the
bro?
last minute. Someone joined in the last minute. Oh no.
Oh man.
Are you gonna post this? Are you gonna like save it?
I
Yeah, bro.
think it should
Post it, bro.
I think
I
it
want to
should-
watch it, bro.
I hope it posts. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be so mad.
To person that just watched, it should be posted back up here in a couple minutes.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna end it here, and then we'll talk about what we should do for the next podcast.
All right, bet.
All right.
See you
Go.
guys.